everyone, my name is Harshal. Today in this video we are going to talk about the constraints and the key of a MySQL. So basically this key and your constraints are nothing but the rules or the definition how your SQL database going to the store the value. We are using this rule as to define or to maintain the integrity and the quality of your data. So which help us to maintain the data in very secure manner. So these constraints are nothing but which provide you the definition or the design process of your table with the integrity and the quality and your security. So this constraint can be applied to any column, any row or entire table or your entire schema in your database. Or when you talk about the keys are nothing but the special type of constraint which help you to build the relationships or to provide some certain unique or rules for your particular data table. First we will talk about some this constraint keys. First will be your primary key. So primary key is the unique key which we will provide to any table or row or a column for identifying that particular row as a unit or to get this differentiate between your rows. Suppose I have created table of a student data which have ID, your marks and your name. So your ID for the every student will be different. So it will be unique character. So to distinguish between the student, we are going to use this ID. So we will make this ID as a primary key, which will help us to distinguish between the tables. Then we have a foreign keys. Suppose I have two tables in a schema. One is for your particular employee and second is for our department data. So both will have one common column which is known as the department ID. So this department ID will have a reference of another table, so we can access the table from data from both the table. So this particular type of key is known as your particular department key. Then we have a composite key which have a multiple your primary keys. So suppose I have a created table which have a book ID and user ID. So this both ID will be having create a primary key, and when there is a two primary keys, that key known as your composite key. Then we will talk about some constraints. First is your null constraint. Null constraint is nothing but it is a definition, or when you provide this constraint means that particular row or a column cannot have any null value or it cannot be empty. There should be some values in that particular row or column. Then when you talk about the second constraint is unique. So like suppose ID. So we in this particular row or column you should have a unique data only. There should not be any duplicate data. So this is how we use this constraint and the keys in your MySQL to provide the data in very quality way and integrity way and provide the security to that particular database data. So this is all about your My Constraints and database keys. Thank you so much.